Looks like we went 253.6 miles. Total time was 12 hours, 16 minutes, and 44 seconds.
Let's go. Are you all set? For a feature-length presentation. Going to Gold Lake on rural roads.
Hi, Too Many Rides here. It's July 27th, and we've got a big ride coming today. So we have to zero things out here and start over again. Start over on zero. 0 miles, 0 temperature. We're going for a long one today. This is going to be all day riding and riding and riding. Come along and you'll get it. So just stay tight. We're supposed to leave at about daybreak, but we'll see how that goes. Might be a little bit later. Certainly, it's an early morning start. We're going as far as Gold Lake today. It's going to be 37 dirt roads, 242 turns, probably about 1,000 gullies and rocks. 37 dirt roads, 142 turns, 1,253 baby heads. Currently 69 degrees. It's supposed to get 94 here down in the valley. Got a full tank of gas already. An epic ride ahead of us today.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. No matter what you do, you got to get out of town. The whole goal of today's ride is to take rural roads. We're not even taking the main route. We're not going highway. Maybe on the way home. But the whole way to Gold Lake is going to be as much dirt road as I can muster. So here we are starting out at 7:30. Supposed to have left an hour and a half ago, but it's still okay. If we were to take the highway, it's a 2-hour drive. The way we're going, it's going to be more. Somewhere between 3 and 4 hours just to get there. The day's ride begins by heading north. Just plain heading north on rural roads. On a work day, I can go ahead and go riding. That's the way to go. See if you can get your bike out and use it. I'm taking rural roads today and I don't want stoplights. Here's one. I don't want it. That stoplight turned red on us just because some guy is gonna turn right. I mean, you're gonna stop the whole boulevard of traffic just because some guy's gonna turn right? Okay, well, we're on South Dowd. Still heading north, but we got off Fitiment. hung a left on Moore, and now we're heading north again on South Dowd Road. It's gonna turn into North Dowd Road, but it ain't gotten there yet. We're heading north, so it only makes sense. It's your basic farmland, and someday this will be completely filled with homes. They're just not going to give up until they cover every bit of earth with asphalt and cement. They feel like they've got to cover it up. It's just part of their thing. Okay, we're doing good. Here's North Dowd. So from here we're on our way to Campfire West Dam. There's a nice curvy road on the way to, before you get to the dam. We're in the town of Sheridan, and we're only here for a moment because we're just passing through. Just passing through town. Right here, no big deal. Just your regular road through rural Sheridan. But coming up, there's a nice twisty portion of it. And now they're talking about a rough road. But it could never be too rough for my XR600R. But right now we're on Campfire West Road, heading for Campfire West. We're actually going to cross the Bear River and go over the Campfire West Dam. Okay, next 1 3/4 miles is curvy. And we have a dip right here. So we'll stop here at the Dam Bridge Lake, I think. Maybe not. I mean, it's not that out of sight. Oh, the water's gone way down since last time I was here. We'll stop at Waldo Bridge. That's much nicer, much more rural. We're not going to have to worry about oncoming traffic or anything. Okay, we're finally starting to head east a little bit, but not for long. Once we get onto dirt, it's going to be north. We'll do some more north. Okay, right here, pavement ends, and there are some radical potholes, so you need to watch out for those, and a lot of washboard and stuff. I've got 32 pounds of pressure in my tires, and boy, can I feel squirrely. This was really nice and full, but not no more. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we're still rolling. We're supposed to be rolling all the way to the Waldo Bridge. We'll make sure he comes around that turn all right. He's hanging back, which is all right with me. Here he comes. Day use only. Don't be trying to use this at night. There's the trail. We'll do a little stop here. For quite an extended period. Okay, so we're back on the road again here. We just turned left on Mooney Flat, which is a road I've never been on before. It's going to be kind of a shortcut, staying in the theme of rural. Okay, right here they have a bump. What's it all about? Oh, that was a big bump. This road is twisty. Okay, we're going to drop on down to the South Fork of the Yuba here. And at that point, we'll make another stop. Now we're going to drop down. How do you think you're doing on gas? I was planning on bringing you to North San Juan. We're not too far from there.
What road are we on?
Pleasant Valley Road.
Oh, it is Pleasant Valley. I'm doing fine on gas.
It's got a gauge. Well, let's go get you gas then.
No worries.
There's a Wells Fargo up here. I need to stop in and see if they're open.
Oh, okay. Hey, if there's a small grocery store,
Probably not till
a
North.
bottle of Excedrin or something.
Okay, not till North San Juan. Okay, well, I just wanted to get with you. We're back on the road again after making a little stop, changing the battery, getting going again. We're still here on Pleasant Valley Road, and we're going to take it all the way to Highway 49. This will be one of our last good gas opportunities before we head into the backcountry for an extended period. Ladies and gentlemen, if you know what I'm talking about, we are entering Grower's Paradise. And if you could smell the camera, you'd know what I'm talking about. Okay, here we are. This is bringing us right up into Peterson's Corners, which I've never been inside the place. Family dining. They say there's a one-lane road ahead and a flagman who is going to regulate our passage, so we're at his mercy. They want us to be totally prepared to stop, and it's happening here. Okay, so stopped in at North San Juan, a little bit more gas. I'm not sure I was going to need it, but I added a gallon or so, a couple dollars worth. And now here we go again. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, back on the road. Here we are on Oak Hill Road. It has been a really long time since I've taken Oak Hill Road. At least 20 years since I've been on Oak Hill. And so things look different already from what I can see. Okay, here we are at Mother Truckers. Still Mother Truckers. A lot of marijuana smell here. Very, very strong. On the Tyler Foote Crossing Road. I used to be on this road every weekend. Okay, there's tree work ahead. And a flagman. They want us to be prepared to stop. Just prepare yourself for it. Even you people on YouTube, you gotta know. I might be having to stop here. Okay, they're just saying slow right now. So there's no stopping there. I was all prepared for it too. $72 miles so far. Okay, over here we're looking at Spanish diggings. Kind of like a moon landscape. Almost looks like there's a big tree missing here that used to be here, but it's been a long time, so I don't know. Okay, here we hit dirt for an extended period. This is not a troublesome road, but it is dirt. And I imagine we're going to see a whole lot of new stuff I haven't seen. It's been 20-25 years since I've been on this portion of the road. Right now, we're on our way down, and we're on our way down to Foots Crossing. So I want you to enjoy the journey. Yeah, it's been a long time here, but I remember this ravine. I remember when J&J used to live down at the house at the bottom here. Right down at the creek, Grizzly Creek. I wonder how that place looks. That would be a neat place to live, but it's kind of like right on the thoroughfare. Well, that's the pad right there that they used to live in. Looks different than I remember. It's certainly choked out by growth. You can't even see it. Okay, so we're going right down to the river where we will stop. We can air down at the bottom, unless you're having problems. So this is the downhill portion. There's only one turnoff on the way down to the bottom, and that's gated. So I've never actually taken it to the river there. But so besides that, you got no choice but to go down to the river from right here if you're going to continue on the road. You will meet the river, and that'll be the middle fork of the Yuba. Custom overhead tree there. So, how long has it been since you've been on this one? Well, let's see. The last time I was on it was, you know, I've been down here, but I'm trying to think of the ride. It must have been approximately 2005. 2007, somewhere in there. I could probably look back in my archives and find a ride footage. But we're going down this road nice and mellow. You people on YouTube, just realize that I'm only going 17, 18 miles an hour. I could go faster, but there's no need to. You get hauling ass on this downhill, then the next thing you know is you've come across something that is pretty scary, where you're losing traction and stuff. Boy, that's a steep canyon down there. down to Foots Crossing. So once I get down to the bottom, I am going to take this jacket off. We have sufficiently warmed up today. We'll make some adjustments down at the bottom. That got washed out pretty good from the heavy rains we had this last winter. A lot of water, a lot of snow. Speaking of which, I want to tell you, YouTube people, we're trying to go to a place that is notorious for being snowed in late, inaccessible. So the whole journey is done with fingers crossed. See that? Using my throttle and crossing my fingers at the same time just to make sure. We're almost down to Foots Crossing. I wonder if there's a shady spot down here. This is a time of the day when the normal parking place is in the sun. Oh, somebody's living there in their camper. Well, I don't know that anybody's even there. I think they just came and dropped a camper there. Let's park on this side where there's shade. El 11:30.
We good? On time?
Oh yeah. Got all the time in the world still.
Okay.
$11:30. It's 80 miles so far, and total time away from home is 4 hours 6 minutes. Ride time is 4 hours and 44 minutes. Okay, here we go back on the road. We got a lot of dirt ahead of us now. A lot of dirt ahead of us. Let's see how it goes. That was Poison Oak, and I avoided it. So I've never really liked this portion of Tyler Foote Road because it's just so long and just winds around the mountainside for too long. You know, and this route here, it always seems so long. Maybe today it'll seem shorter. And I might just make the decision to go up to the top where we can cover some ground a little better instead of dealing with this round about the side of the mountain crap all the day. But it's been so long since I've been on this, I couldn't even tell you exactly what we're up against ahead. I just can't tell you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with you now. We finished off Tyler Foote, went through Allegheny, got up on Pliocene Ridge, and now we have taken a left off Pliocene, and there's some confusion, but we're hoping this is Galloway right here. And eventually, on the way down, I will certainly get assured of it, because I know, I mean, it doesn't look familiar. I've only been on it twice. But it's a really steep road downhill. And once we get into that, I'll know we're on the right track. You know, so far it's been downhill. Everything we're doing here is downhill. But we'll find out if it's the right road soon enough. I imagine this road is about 8 miles long, if we're on the right road. Being that it has telephone poles alongside it, makes you feel more confident. I think this is it. And we are going to be going downhill. This has got to be it. The right road. I still can't, I'm not going to sit here and guarantee it with my life, but I'm feeling pretty comfortable. Because it's just downhill, downhill, downhill. Right now it's not too steep, but it gets steeper. The whole road is like a steep downhill. Hell, we're going down 1,500 foot elevation in just 8 miles. Last time I rode this was in 2006, if I remember correctly. Maybe 2005. We are going down. We're going down, down, down. Yeah, I could pretty much tell you this is it, but I still ain't gonna guarantee it. Now this I don't remember. What the hell is this? I've got no idea. This doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense at all. Well, the main traffic's going this way, so we will too. Well, there is some going this way. If anything, this road here, I would say, is it. This one here. Yeah, come on, Roger, where are you at? I keep hearing him, I think, but then I'm not hearing him. Well, no, I keep hearing him, but I ain't seeing him. Or thinking I'm hearing him.
I took a dirt nap, no big deal. I'm not hurt.
Okay, yeah, bad spot.
Yeah, a little. I got it gathered up, picked up. Just got to get my helmet on. Thanks for coming back.
Yeah. Oh, if we ever lose each other, you got to go back to the last place you saw.
Yeah.
we get down to a T here, and that tells me this ain't the road. However, we're just going to take the T to the right. And
You mean back there?
no,
Up ahead.
we get to a T, and that tells me this is not the road, because that didn't have a T in it that I recall.
Okay.
However, we're going to take the right, and
You saw back there where the road went right?
we get to a T down here, and I'm not sure what it does. It goes right or left. We're going to try right.
All right.
Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you're still with me, but I don't think we're on the right road because of what I found down here. But let's just see what we run across, because I haven't run. I'm gonna go ahead and shut the camera off. Shut you off now. Start you back up later. Okay, update. Apparently we came down the wrong road, but Roger had been this way with his son a month ago, and apparently took this road and was able to achieve what we're looking for. And so currently he's gone ahead of me while I put away my maps, and I'm going to catch up to him here in a minute or two. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we are back on the road again. We just stopped in and had lunch in Downeyville, and you know how it is when you eat a midday lunch and it kind of puts you to sleep. Well, I'm feeling that way kind of. So we've had some discussion about possibly bypassing the next section of planned dirt road and just going straight to Gold Lake from here. We're on 49. We're heading towards Gold Lake now. you enjoyed yourself. We're shutting you down. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are on the Gold Lake Highway. And there's the Sierra Buttes right here. Let's see if I can give you Sierra Buttes. But we're not going there. I think there's a couple spots over there too. I think there's a couple spots to look at over there.
Okay.
Here we go. This is Snag Lake and I don't like it.
Which lake?
Snag. It's too dirty. The next two lakes will be cleaner.
All right, this is great. We finally made it up to Gold Lake. But it was when we pulled up there that I noticed, hey, my chain slider is ripped the rest of the way. Then we noticed my wheel's not even aligned properly. And we noticed a bunch of other stuff. So we kind of had to go about working on my bike right there at Gold Lake, which is not normal. You don't normally see that. But anyway, we sat by the lake for a while, worked on the bike for a while. After that big long ride up, the late lunch in Downeyville, and finally getting to Gold Lake after I cut off some of the most rugged parts that we were going to take, I completely cut them out. Working on the bike, looks like I'm going to have to ride home with no rear brake. So rather than put any more bumpy rural roads in the mix, since it's getting late, we're going to go ahead and ride home from here. We'll be riding home on Highway 49, and we're just going to take Interstate 80. But first, we had to stop and mess with the bike some more, because it still wasn't right. I've got things zip tied together, and we kind of have it straightened out a little bit. My brake switch had blown out. My master cylinder had a leak in it. You know, it was time to drive back home at this point.
Ladies and gentlemen, YouTube viewers, I'm here to tell you right now, we have almost completed the journey. It looks like 253 miles. It looks like we had a top speed of 76.6 miles an hour. Top RPM of 5,960. And it looks like it's 7:48. Looks like we went 253.6 miles. Total time was 12 hours, 16 minutes and 44 seconds. Ride time, 7 hours, 3 minutes, 6 seconds. So we were away from home for 12 hours, yet we only rode for 7. Where did all the other time go? It was a good ride. I mean, I had fun. We rode a lot of dirt roads. We had to cut some of it short, but